più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girano, delle belle turbando al riposo.
Good afternoon, YouTube. Madam Roy back again. Back to you with a product review today. This was a much requested product review on my channel. This is going to be the review of the Farberware air fryer. This is the one I picked up at Walmart on Black Friday for $40, which made this basically 60% off. And today I'm going to show you guys how we cook fried chicken in this, specifically chicken thighs. But before I do that, we go ahead and give you a little overview of the fryer itself. This could not be easier to use. Basically, you have a plug that comes out of the back here. It is retractable, which is really nice. On top, you have your different temperatures. So you can see here, fries, most things are 400 degrees. So fries, fish, chicken. The only thing that's less is when you bake. This says like muffins here, you can do 355 degrees. And it even gives you the times here, which is really nice. So right up here you have your temperature selector. Goes from 175 all the way up to 400 degrees. Very nice buttons. Good quality. They don't feel like they're going to break. Not like the real cheap toaster ovens where the buttons just kind of wobble around. These actually feel fairly substantial. Then the only other switch on here is the one for the time. Now what's interesting about this is kind of reminds me of the older toasters where you set the time, you can actually hear it click, and when it turns off it'll ding. So this is kind of a manual timer, but it gets the job done. You can see off, you can set it for up to 30 minutes. What we're going to be cooking today should take about 8 minutes per side, and let me show you what we got, so I'll be back in just a moment. Okay guys, so what I have here is the basket itself, and what I'm going to be doing is cooking some chicken thighs. Basically I just put a little bit of flour on these and I dipped them in an egg mixture. What I used pretty much was celery salt, some pepper, some spike seasoning, and a little Worcestershire sauce and cooking sherry. So I got that in here. As you can see, this is I believe the 3.5 quart. So this can handle about 4 chicken thighs in this case. Probably more if you're using little drumsticks. Now the nice thing about this is you can actually push this button here, and if I do it one-handed, which I probably can't, there we go, you can actually take the basket out. So that makes it much easier to clean. Now, what I'm actually going to do for this is I'm going to go ahead and put in just a little bit of olive oil around the edges, and that's the only bit of oil I need to go ahead and fry in this. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare those, and we'll see how this comes out. But I've already tried hot dogs in this earlier, and I was totally amazed at how this worked. So I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. Talk to you in a few minutes. So let's go ahead and stick this in the fryer. That's all you got to do. It is a little complicated to line up at first, but you'll get the hang of it after the first few times. Now, this should take about 8 minutes per side. So we're looking at about 16 minutes total time, and it's going to be at 400 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and set this, see where 16 would be, right about there. So go ahead and set it. And we won't forget it, like Rumpopeel says, because I want to take a look at this. You can see the blue LED light comes on in front. You can definitely hear the fan. I'll put you a little closer. Now what this is basically doing is it's circulating superheated air. I'm going to go ahead and, I wish I could give you the diagram of this, but you can look that up online. Basically the air swirls around there, and it heats up the food very quickly. So it's basically just like frying, and that's why you only need a couple of tablespoons at most of oil to cook pretty much anything in here. So we'll let this go, and I will show you what the end product will be. All right, tubers, it has been about 8 minutes, actually it's been 8 minutes exactly. Let's go ahead and check this chicken, see if it is ready indeed to be flipped. Ooh, it's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over here, flip the chicken, then go ahead and put it back in the air. So I have the chicken flipped, but I have my doubts as to whether or not this is going to be done in 8 minutes. As a matter of fact, I know it's not going to. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this back up to about 18 minutes, and we'll go ahead and put it in. I wanted to see if they were right about this, but I was reading a lot of blogs earlier, and they were saying the chicken really takes about 20 to 25 minutes. So it does indeed look like, in this case, they were right. So let this cook a little bit longer, and when it's done, I will let you know exactly how long it took to cook this. Talk to you guys in a few minutes. All right, tubers. Well, this was certainly a learning experience. Chicken has actually been in there for 24 minutes. And I think it's just about done now. I'm going to go ahead and pull it and see what it looks like. Oh man, does that look good. I'm going to pull this chicken out and we'll check it and see if it is indeed cooked fully. All right, I have a piece of chicken here. I'm going to cut into it. Look at that, guys. It is still bloody in the middle, so this is still going to have to go back in there. I cannot believe how long this is taking. You know what? I'm just going to hold off filming, and when it's completely done, I'll tell you how long it took and if it's worth buying one of these. Talk to you soon. All right, tubers. So this is the finished product. I took one piece of chicken out to the side just to show you. The actual cooking time for this was more about 30 minutes, so the book was totally wrong, and I'll have to let the company know about that. But as you can see, it looks really, really good. This was just, again, a light breading of flour with an egg mixture. We're going to enjoy this. I'm not going to do an actual food review this time. We'll go ahead and save that for another time. But I must say I am fairly impressed with the air fryer. It is easy to use, something that you can do when you get home late at night from work, and it won't take all of your time. Hope you guys really enjoyed this. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.
Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto d'amor.